Hey, what's up everyone? There's a lot going on worldwide. I'm going to get into a little bit of that for this video. As you can see in our area, the sun will rise at 5:39 a.m., sunset at 8:04 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll have a 14-hour, 25-minute day tomorrow. There's the moonrise and moonset on the left, 1:08 a.m. and 2:35 p.m. Moonset. Alright, it's going to feel like 105 next Wednesday as of the current reports, 96 for the actual temperature. So very, very warm and hot summer. So right now we have a record-breaking tropical storm, they say. Tropical Storm Faye it's formed off of the Atlantic coast. They said the storm's arrival broke the record that stood since the notorious 2005 season. This particular system will send soaking rain along the mid-Atlantic and to the New England areas this weekend. As you can see in the middle of your screen, that is the area of most concern. Lots of rain will be happening from all the way through Kansas City, Madison, Chicago, Des Moines, and just west of St. Louis. Or St. Louis, depending on how you pronounce it. Originally, St. Louis was who they named. Apparently, they named St. Louis after, which apparently some people, I don't know why, but some people actually worship the statue of St. Louis, which is kind of weird to me, but moving on, that's a historical tidbit there. But as you'll see right there in the middle of your screen, lots of rain. And this pressure system, very steamy, consistently steamy until Saturday's going to be a little less humid, but then the steaminess comes back. Alright, so Comet, this comet here is whizzing by the Earth for the first time, they say, in 6,800 years. Why have I not heard anything about this until now? I don't know. It's almost like they never mentioned it until all of a sudden. Stargazers apparently have the rare opportunity to spot a comet in the sky in the coming days, a celestial body that is already brighter than Halley's or Halley's Comet, depending on how you want to say that, because apparently in the world around us it's Halley. It was back in this reality, 1986 in the world around us, but I differ on that. I remembered a year later. My parents remembered a year later, but we'll just talk about that later. I think it's a year. They remember a year later. I'll have to ask my parents again, but they said it won't come around for a new millennia. So it's the first time this comet's gone by in 6,800 years, and they said it's going to take another few thousand years before it gets back. So you'll be lucky to see that. And a deadly tornado strikes western Minnesota and levels the farmlands of that area. The fatality was the very first reported to AccuWeather in the death of Minnesota in nearly 10 years, and the mayor of one of the impacted towns said several homes were pretty much gone. There's some more news here. Right now we see the steamy hot weather, daily coronavirus COVID meeting, briefing. They said testing in the United States is just a hot mess. Apparently officials are confirming a rare brain-eating amoeba has now been spotted. So now we have a brain-eating amoeba to worry about once again. Christina is now poised to become the first hurricane of 2020 after this tropical storm is hitting the East Coast, a record-breaking tropical storm hitting the East Coast, they said, and then we had that record-breaking Sahara dust storm throughout the United States, even in Tennessee, and they said that actually kept the storms down, but now we've got more on the way, and that tropical storm, and now Christina to be the first hurricane, the first of 2020. Severe thunderstorms are going to rattle the Midwest and the plains. Like I said, from Kansas City, Wichita, St. Louis, Chicago, Madison, those areas are expected to experience, they're going to be in the red, lots of storms. Supernatural forces, are supernatural forces protecting this city from hurricanes? I'll let you read about that later. Definitely want to check that out. Little reprieve in sight for the soaked southeastern United States, and I've got some videos that I really need to post. One of our tomatoes grew, actually we have two small tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. One of them was so small, it was like the size of, a little larger than a pea. It was like dime sized, and the other one is about the size of a quarter. Mama and I ate it. I split it with her because it was our first tomato of the season on the tomato plants. cat, Maui. She's seeing and hearing things. She's looking around. I didn't even know she was there. She's usually not that quiet. But anyway, yeah. So the tomato plants, they grew over 5.5 feet tall. That's how tall our tomato plants got. They're over 5.5 feet tall. Yeah, they fell downward because of the heavy rain and wind, though. So definitely hot, definitely humid. I've got some rain videos to post. I have videos of that tomato to post. I wanted to video the other one, but I didn't get to. A woman had to explain why she wasn't wearing a mask. The Chicago heat was just too ridiculous, she said. In that Chicago heat, they were getting all over people for not wearing masks. But Southwest Central Plains baking in the triple-digit heat. It's 120 degrees. The Southwest Central Plains are 120 degrees right now, July 9th, 2020 report. And the death toll keeps on climbing in western Japan following severe flooding. And let's see what else they have to talk about. Lightning deaths top 150 in one India state in less than 2 weeks. They said lightning, this world right now is literally just, they're calling it sort of a lightning apocalypse because they said there's a record number of lightning happening worldwide. That pup's mouth, that's pretty funny in the wind, seriously flapping in the wind, so that's something funny. Several are trapped and missing after a major landslide. Flooding and landslides are wreaking havoc across China. But this beautiful sight, stunning sight, as lentil fields are blooming in Italy. So something pretty besides viruses, brain-eating amoebas, and storms, and record lightning, and unrest and crap. But there's a comet. Comet Neowise will visit our July night skies. Supermarket cleaned up after flooding finally. Some people are making the best out of the flooding. So I'm going to see what else I can find. I'm going to try and see if I can find the, if this old tablet will actually open up the Twitter page, Strange Sounds Twitter page. I'm not sure if it will. I'm going to have to pull down the notifications. Hold on. This thing went crazy on me. I'm going to have to pull down the notifications and see if I can pause it that way. Okay. Let's see if I can actually get this to work. Unprecedented floods in Japan killed at least 60 people. More than 550,000 told to evacuate after 4 inches of rain fell in just a very, very short period of time. 4 inches of rain fell in an hour in that area. And we have severe thunderstorms have slammed over 10 million in the Midwest plains to end this week in the United States. And a truck crashed into a huge sinkhole suddenly in St. Louis, Missouri. And months after the 5.6 magnitude earthquake struck Idaho, the southern part of the state is still shaking, and scientists don't know why. So they don't understand why it's still shaking. This creepy statue shows a terrifying ogre eating babies alive, and it's still standing in Bern. So why is that allowed in Switzerland? Why is this offensive, horrible statue being allowed while the rest of them being taken down? It's just the crazy times. Can't get this to pause. Why can't I get it to pause? I gotta bring down the notifications. And we have a China mystery to report. Strange noise has caused thousands of people to flee a village over huge earthquake fears. A strange noise echoing throughout the village, this one village in China, has forced many to flee out of fear. Despite the confusion, some residents in the villages of Jiaozhou, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I don't know, county, went in search of this sound with belief that it was a mythical creature. Some described the sound as a dragon growling, while others remarked that it was like a tiger's roar. Villagers fled the area. Now, I don't know where the sounds came from. I don't see any other videos showing the source. I don't even see any videos showing the sound, so I'm not sure about that. I'll find out and I'll do more research. This here they're calling the lightning apocalypse. 2 are dead in Pennsylvania, 1 in Georgia, 315 deaths in India, and more than 300,000 lightning strikes took place in 24 hours over Australia. They said the sky is going crazy. So this is the article that came from. One girl died of a lightning strike July 3rd. 2 died in Pennsylvania. A woman hit by lightning at home. She's still alive, but she was hit at her home in Massachusetts. This is frozen. Once again, this is frozen, so I apologize. I might have to go ahead and end the video here so there's no... Looks like I'm going to have to end the video. No, it's not a symbol of... My word. Really? Alright, I'm going to have to end the video here. Signing out. Peace and signing out. There's a lot going on in the world around us. Signing out, everyone. My links are below if you'd like to show support. And I want to let everyone know my birthday is coming up. My birthday is on August 3rd. So, my birthday is August 3rd. Signing out, and I hope to speak with all of you again very soon. My links are below to show support.